police in Carbondale are going to be on high alert this weekend as unofficial kicks off, especially here on the Strip. So if you're going out this weekend, remember to have fun, but stay safe. In Carbondale, Erin Fisher, River Region, Evening Edition. This is the first fatal plane crash to happen at the Williamson County Airport. The autopsy is still pending. We'll have more on this story tonight at 10. In the newsroom, Erin Fisher, News 3. Police say the suspect was last seen walking along this stretch of highway behind me. He was wearing a red sweatshirt, black pants, and hitting about 5'11" in height. If you see him, contact the Williamson County Sheriff's Department. Do not approach him. He is considered armed and dangerous.
Okay, are there living victims?
A tragedy from the air Friday evening. A flight instructor and his student facing every pilot's worst nightmare. And now, News 3 has obtained the radio communications between those in the plane and air traffic control.
Runway 20 from Charlie 3, cleared for takeoff.
According to the audio, 56-year-old student pilot John Allman and instructor Todd Greiner started their training flight by performing touch and goes, the practice of takeoffs and landings. Everything seemed fine until they requested more airspace.
Tower 8 Alpha Juliet, we would like to climb up to 3,000. We'll give you a call when we're overhead. We'd like to simulate an engine out.
To practice a successful landing without an engine. Something licensed airline pilot Robert Katz says requires practice and technique.
The idea of executing this maneuver does require constant reevaluation by the pilot performing to position the airplane where the pilot wants it, when he wants it.
To land, the pilot must perform a 1080 gliding spiral, completing 360-degree rotations as the plane makes its way to the ground. From the audio, the pilot seems to have everything under control as he makes his way to the ground, but something happened with the landing.
They probably did not succeed in executing the tail end of this maneuver, in which case they found themselves falling behind the airplane instead of staying ahead of it.
Katz says there wouldn't be any time for a distress call, as the accident would have occurred seconds before impact.
5 Draft Echo, do you want to go to the site of the incident?
Erin Fisher, News 3. Downtown bar owners in Carbondale have been haunted by Halloween's past for years.
It's a conversation of bar managers that we are just sick of having.
The violent riots in 2000 on Halloween that severely damaged local businesses led to the restriction of alcohol on the holiday. PK's bar manager, Curtis Conley, sheds light on the financial struggles associated with closing down the popular bar.
Being closed is just too expensive in the middle of the semester. You know, this is supposed to be the time of year we make money.
Access to alcohol has been restricted for over a decade until this year when all restrictions were lifted.
I think we're all responsible people, and I like to see everybody act in a responsible manner, and everybody could have fun.
Carbondale City Council decided to lift the restriction earlier this year, meaning all bars could be open and kegs could be purchased.
We've had probably the calmest night that we've had in a long time. I mean, it was successful, it was busy.
Councilman Navreet Kong is happy with the outcome of the council's decision.
Halloween came and went. There was no revisit of the Halloweens or the ghost of the Halloween's past.
City leaders hope the success of this one day will lead to many more successful events in Carbondale. Erin Fisher, River Region. Do you notice the numbers on the scale creep up during the gray winter months? You are not alone.
Obesity is something that's very common in the United States. We have one of the largest percentages versus any other country.
Although seasonal weight gain varies from person to person, surveys show an average of 5 to 7 pounds are gained during the colder months. One way to keep your weight in check is to stay active. You should do at least 30 minutes of physical activity a day or an hour 5 days a week.
Cardiovascular exercises like running, biking, things like that, those are going to cause your heart rate to elevate and cause you to lose more fat. If you're doing more strength training exercises, that's going to cause you to gain more muscle.
Today's technology can help you stay organized during exercise routines. Gold's Gym member Bob Pinnock uses his iPad to keep himself on track.
This is a program that it helps me to keep track of the weights I'm lifting and the exercises I want to do and the order I want to do them in. how many reps I want to do.
Most people think the key to staying fit and healthy is exercising. Whether it be strength training or running, the only thing you can't outrun is a bad diet. Weight loss is generally 80% diet and 20% exercise. Stephanie Spivey is a registered nurse at a local weight loss clinic. She recommends eating healthy food for maximum weight loss, but it's easier said than done.
You are what you eat, so if you're not putting the proper foods into your body, then you're going to see that as an outcome, as far as weight gain.
The best way to maintain a healthy diet is by prepping healthy meals throughout the week. But when you are in a time crunch and have to stop for fast food, make sure you avoid overeating fried and greasy things. Instead, find quick options with vegetables, fruit, and lean protein. Erin Fisher, River Region, Evening Edition.